Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the presentation of awards ceremony of Atlantic Technological University in partnership with IBAT Dublin. My name is Dr. Finbar Murphy. I'm the Registrar from IBAT Dublin, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies today. I'd like to welcome all of the graduates and their guests and all of those who are joining us via the live stream today. I'd also like to introduce you to the presentation party and some dignitaries that we have here in our presence today as well. So the presentation party, all the people that came down in their robes, I'd just like to introduce some of them to you. We have Michael Margie, Head of School of Business, Dr. Patricia Doherty, Head of Department of Business Studies, Mr. Donald Hannigan, Collaborative Education Partnership Manager, Dr. Annie Duna, Chair of Academic Council, IBAT Dublin, our governors, Dr. Frank McMahon and John Vickery. For the graduates, you have your lecturers here, Shane, Sinead, James and Josh, and our visitors and dignitaries from our parent company, Global University Systems, Mr. Boaz Arbel, co-CEO of the UK and Irish College Division, Bharat Vaswani, VP of Strategic Partnerships, Mr. Mark Dean, Director of IT, and Mr. Kai Collins, Marketing Manager. And also, obviously, there's a lot of IBAT staff here, as you can see, so we should actually welcome them as well. A little bit of housekeeping first. Please, and this is the bit where I do my Ryanair Bart, please note the emergency exits to the left, to the right, and at the back. No oxygen masks will, in the case of an emergency, be released. We have quite a lot of people in here today, which is brilliant for such a momentous occasion. But just for the graduates, and it's their day and their moment, could you just please ensure that your mobiles are on silent? Thank you. And another really important piece is you look lovely in your gowns and you've paid for them. You have to drop them back to Wellington Quay. It would be awful if you incurred fines. They're not fines with IBAT, they're fines with the gowning company, so do bring them back. Now, so how will we operate it with so many people here today? All of the graduates will, see, she's so good. Anita has all of the graduates going to be presented on stage. They will receive one of their scroll holders, there will be a photo opportunity, and then they'll walk back to the back of the church where they will actually receive their parchment, which they'll put their parchment into the scroll holder. So that's how it'll operate, so they'll have to come back up the aisle. Now, that's all the housekeeping, and we're going to get started. So without further ado, I now call Michael Margie, Head of School of Business and representative for the President of ATU, Dr. Orla Flynn, who will present awards on the learners here present, approved by Atlantic Technological University Academic Council for that purpose.
By virtue of the authority vested in Atlantic Technological University Academic Council, I hereby present awards to the learners who have achieved the standards determined for those awards, and I ask that these learners be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchment.
So now for the main event. And the first person up, so this person is Neani Ale Lula Santos de Souza. Matthias Victor de Silva Trindade. Juan Armando Garcia Marquez. Victoria Ellen de Nascimento Neva. Alexander Nelson Barreto Rivas. Gabriela Nicole Bravo Malwia. Malin Candela Burgos. Jonathan Augusto de Souza. Arancha de Alba Castellanos. Matthias Diaz de Silva. Rogelio Duarte Mendoza. Nete Gonzalez Martinez. Norma Guadalupe Hernandez Aguilera. Diego Alejandra Hernandez Cuvas. Miguel Alfonso Iscoa Castellanos. Ruben Lial Lau. Kleber Let de Arrojo. Luis Gerardo Mejia Torres. Brenda Jeanette Perez Bustamante. Sarah Regina Calixto. Leticia Ramos Kishi. Gabriela Rojas Oliver. Edgar Sanchez Martinez. Isadora Santos Lobo. Paula Maria Sejas Kokira. Ivan Alcides Saracen Crespo. Giselle Souza dos Anjos. Rafael Souza de Silva. Maria Luisa Ubaldo Melo. Bruna Gabriela de Oliveira Pentido. Ana Patricia Sanchez Cazares. Can we all please congratulate the graduates of Atlantic Technological University MSc in Business Management. I now call upon the students of the MSc in Marketing to come forward to receive their scrolls and parchments in the back then thereafter. So the first, Violeta Daniela Martinez Castillo. Anand Kumar Shukla. Carlos Andres Zapata Torres. Meylan Zulide Blancas Vera. Felipe Jundi Abaswe. Carolina Teresa Espinoza Fernandez. Valeria Castillo Gomez. Arlene Patricia Luque Azrosmena. Paula Mavezole. Daisy Ramalho Claudino. Rubia Kelly de Acevedo. Jose Luis de Paulo. Silvina Elena Acosta Rios. Can we now please congratulate the graduates of the Atlantic Technological University MSc in Marketing. I now call upon Michael Margie, Head of School of Business, to address the graduates and those in attendance.
guests, faculty, staff, families, and most importantly, you the graduates. It is a great honour and a privilege to address you this morning. I have witnessed firsthand how education can transform lives and communities. My own journey from a small town, a first-generation university student, to be standing here before you is testament to the transformative power of education. I believe deeply that learning can fashion a key to unlocking great potential and change the trajectory of entire families and indeed beyond that to communities and regions. Today, as you graduate, and indeed at every graduation I attend, I see the same powerful spark of opportunity and transformation that education ignited in my life. As in the spirit of W.B. Yeats, education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. And today, as we gather to celebrate our achievement, your achievement, and ours too, in a way, I'll talk about that later, it is a time when the world faces a host of complex challenges. Rapid advances in technology, such as AI, are reshaping the world we live in. Our planet demands urgent action on sustainability and climate change, and we see a world twisting with the rise of illiberalism, threatening free expression and democracy, and far too often we encounter a troubling lack of respect for diversity and a failure to appreciate the richness of our cultures that make up our inspiring rainbow of a global society. These realities can feel daunting and troubling, yet standing here today, I and we are filled with hope because of you, our graduates, and indeed the decent people, often in the background, making this unique partnership work. Through your studies, you've gained not only a knowledge in business, but also the values and a global perspective needed to be part of the solution. Education is our greatest antidote to fear and ignorance. In the words of Nelson Mandela, education is our most powerful tool that we can use to change the world. Education gives us the tools to harness technology responsibly, to drive sustainable practices, to uphold democratic principles, and to combat inequality and to foster understanding across cultures. The cultural diversity of this graduating class is one of our greatest strengths. You have learned as much from each other's different backgrounds as from any textbook, and that mutual understanding will help you stand up for inclusion and respect wherever you go. Indeed, in face of the challenges, we reaffirm today that education, dialogue and diversity are the antidotes. By learning together, we prove that collaboration beats division. By sharing knowledge, we turn uncertainty into innovation. And in doing so, you carry forward a proud tradition. The belief that education isn't just about personal gain, but about empowering others and improving society. In the spirit of Freire's pedagogy of freedom, education is there not just to solve problems. It should have a critical edge, creating problems, but good ones. Your cohort is unique, coming through in our first year of graduates, having completed your master's degrees and later today our Access programme through the strategic partnership between Atlantic Technological University and IBAT College Dublin. This partnership is much more than a formal agreement. It is a bold vision for widening access to education and fostering innovation. ATU is Ireland's second largest university, with 9 campuses serving the west and northwest of Ireland and nearly 30,000 students. Our mission at ATU has always been to empower our graduates, to build enterprise and strengthen our communities in the region through excellence in teaching and research. By partnering, ATU and IBAT have married our regional mission for developing human capital enterprise and innovation with a metropolitan and international reach, bringing a world-class education from Ireland's west to an international domain, serving regions beyond Ireland, attracting learners from across the globe to our programmes. This partnership is not only about the present, but also the future. ATU and IBAT are chartering new paths for international education. In short, our partnership has enhanced access to education today and also will be a springboard for innovative and new international initiatives in the future. To turn to the acknowledgements, it's important to remember how we got here. It's important to talk about decent people. Graduates, none of your achievements would be possible without the support of an entire community. Let us take a moment to express our gratitude for the pioneers that made this happen, including yourselves. Across ATU and IBAT, to our presidents and senior leadership teams, to our academic heads and their programme teams, and our faculty staff, to our administrative and support staff and the partnership organisers, thank you for your dedication, commitment, your endless hours of hard work behind the scenes that has made these collaborative programmes and today's ceremony possible, for which none of this would have been possible without you. You're the people who made it happen, and you should be acknowledged for a superb achievement with no small amount of pride. To the families and friends of our graduates, we know that your encouragement, understanding, and the many sacrifices you have made have underpinned every late night of study and every hard-won success. Today is your celebration too. To everyone now, I would ask you to applaud and celebrate all your endeavour and outstanding success. To close, dear graduates, today you stand at the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new adventure. Take a moment to savour all that you have accomplished. The degree you hold is not just a piece of paper, it's a symbol of your hard work, resilience and growth, and represents the hopes and support of your loved ones and the values of the ATU and IBAT community that now proudly call you our alumnus. As you embark on the next chapter of your lives, I urge you to carry forth the lessons and values you learned here. Be courageous and innovative leaders in the workplace and in your communities. Let the critical thinking and creativity you develop guide you in harnessing new technologies for good. Let your sense of justice drive you to create opportunities for others and to stand up for inequality. Let the global perspective you've gained inform the decisions that are sustainable and ethically sound. And above all, hold fast to integrity and empathy. Treat others with the same respect and openness that you hold for yourself. Remember that your education does not end today. You're lifelong learners and global citizens. Stay curious, stay engaged, and continue building bridges in a world that often seems divided. Each of you has the talent and the training to make a difference, whether in a boardroom, a startup, a community project, or further studies and research. Do not doubt for a moment that you can influence positive change. Your ideas, informed by a knowledge and values, can shape a more inclusive and sustainable future. In closing, I ask you to stay connected with us. You are now forever a part of the ATU and IBAT family. We hope you will come back to share your successes, mentor future students, or perhaps collaborate with us on projects in years to come. This graduation is not goodbye. It is a commencement in the truest sense, the start of a new relationship and endeavours with you as our partners. Graduates of 2025, congratulations on your tremendous achievement. Go forward with pride and purpose, embrace the challenges of tomorrow with the confidence that you have the knowledge and the values to overcome them. Dream big, remain true to your principles, and never stop learning. We believe in you, and we cannot wait to see all that you will accomplish. Thank you, agus go raibh míle mai agah go léir. Thank you all very much. Congratulations, class of 2025. The future is yours. The future is here. Thanks.
I'm not going to try and follow that. I'm just going to call upon Mark Byrne, Managing Director of IBAT Dublin, to address the graduates and those in attendance.
Michael and colleagues from Atlantic Technological University, members of the governing body, Chair of Academic Council, guests from global university systems, colleagues from IBAT, graduates, family members, partners and friends, it is an honour to be part of this celebration. These are very special events and none less than this one. These events take a considerable amount of planning, communication and sometimes cajoling. I would like you to join me in thanking Anita and colleagues for getting us all here today. It is such a pleasure to share in the joyful emotions filling St. Anne's today. As you who are being presented close this chapter of your life story, you, along with your parents, partners, friends and family members, are probably wondering where the time went since you started your chosen programme until today. At the start of the programme, the road ahead may have seemed like an eternity for you as students and for some parents, partners and friends, especially partners. You may remember that at induction I advised that the time would pass very quickly. I'd ask you to reflect and consider if you would have completed your studies without the help and support of those here present, or those who are watching from a remote location, or those who just could not be here today. However, I'm sure they provided help, support and empathy along the way. I would ask graduates to join me in standing. This is being live streamed, so if you have friends watching from abroad, you want to look at the camera. And give a round of applause for the parents, partners, friends and family members and college staff who helped you reach this milestone. Okay, 6 years. It may not seem that long ago when you were in high school or secondary school or starting your undergraduate degree. You have completed your masters at a time in history when our world is dealing with enormous challenges and some threats, but at a time when the opportunities created by those challenges have never been greater. You are technology natives, born and educated in a technological world that was only found in science fiction stories when a few of us in this room were in school. I remember sitting in my parents' kitchen hearing about a machine that could record live TV to a tape that you could later play back. They were describing the video recorder. To book a flight or a holiday, we had to physically go to a travel agent. I remember my dad buying a road map of the UK when we went by car from Dublin to Southampton in the UK to visit my sister. When I later studied in the UK, I would call my parents almost weekly from a phone box. The benefit of this was that they didn't exactly know what I was getting up to. There was no social media in those days. My college did just about have the internet on 3 machines in a lab, and we had to use a dial-up. We had bikes and skateboards, not e-bikes and e-scooters. The TV remote was getting your brother or sister to get up from the sofa to change the station. Seeing friends meant actually seeing friends face to face. You Twitter and tweet, you post on Insta, TikTok, and swipe left and right. Read books, I hope, and news online. Listen to podcasts, etc. Your electronic social networking has shrunk the known world. The use of AI is both impressive and formidable. The requirements for power and water for cooling for AI data centers is something that needs to be considered. You are the generation that will take the technology of today to new and dizzying dimensions. You are the ones who will seek solutions for environmental concerns. Global warming, conservation of natural resources, and development of alternative energy sources. The issues that my generation is only now accepting. For this morning, you were posed to start a new chapter of your life story with the skills and knowledge you've attained. I can tell you're eager to tackle this next phase, whatever it might be. For some, you've continued to work in the areas you started the program, in the areas that you started the program, but now have added the benefit of greater understanding and an internationally acknowledged qualification. Please remember that our Careers and Employability Service, led by Ed Stanley, who stood back there in the blue shirt, remains available to you, and I urge you to make use of this resource. For others, I hope perhaps in the future, another educational institution will be your next step for an even higher qualification, a doctorate. More study. Your parents and friends will be delighted. Whatever direction you take, I guarantee that your world is changing. And as a result of whatever you choose to do, our world will change as that result. Contributions will be determined by how you follow your dreams and imagination. While we celebrate your past academic accomplishments and activities today, I want to challenge you to continue your quest for knowledge and to discover your own unique ways to contribute to our society. Although for some, your next steps may have been determined, many of you may not know the direction your life will ultimately take. You may find a new calling in this next chapter, or maybe several chapters down the road. You may decide the direction you thought you were going just doesn't seem right, or just isn't working, and you will begin to follow yet another alternative new road. J.K. Rowling, the creator of Harry Potter books, was addressing a graduation class at Harvard when she said, "Some failure in life is inevitable. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well have not lived at all, in which case you fail by default." Can you imagine a life lived so cautiously that you have failed in life by default? I can't imagine any of you seated before me choosing to live life that cautiously with all the opportunities that lay before you. So take risks, set goals, take the detours that inevitably pop up, and learn from them. You live in the most democratic society, one of the most democratic societies in the world, a place where you can worship as you wish, gather where you want, and pursue any opportunity that you happen upon, regardless of your sex, your race, or your age. You're part of a global generation for which professional opportunities, recreational travel, and explorations may take you to the furthest reaches. I felt the joy as I watched you prepare for the ceremony. I saw you straighten each other's caps and gowns. I saw the hugging, the handshakes, the high fives and kisses, the age-old signals of friendship and caring. I saw your unbridled enthusiasm for what you've accomplished. So I want to challenge you to take that enthusiasm that surrounds you today out into the world with you and use it to obtain your goals. In closing, I urge you to go forward, not to forget your friends that you have made and those you will make along the way. True friendship is a treasure. In a few weeks, I traveled to see my best friend, who I met playing college basketball in the UK more than 25 years ago. Quite a few years more, but I'm not telling you how many. Continue to care about yourself, your family, your friends, and your world. And whatever you take into the next chapter of your life, make sure the journey includes joy. Finally, please join our alumni network on LinkedIn so we can see your future successes. Good luck to Ireland later on against South Africa, and good luck to you as our graduates.
I just have a short speech for about half an hour. We're near the end. Respected guests, fellow academics, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the meeting for the purpose of the presentation of awards on the graduates of Atlantic Technological University. The academic procession will now leave up through the aisle, and that will conclude the ceremony. You may want to actually get all of the MSc in Business Management to get a photograph together, and then all of the MScs in Marketing. And some of your lecturers are there as well. It's a nice opportunity to thank them, to get them in the photos. They're very photogenic, as you can see. So thank you very much. That concludes the ceremony.